We are back, baby. Now, it's been a bit of a hiatus. It's been a month-long hiatus, and I just needed to take some time to kind of refocus and gather up my mojo again. And honestly, we're not going to waste any time. So first things first, it's a new question of the week, people. And I got a different camera, so it might look a little different. But in the meanwhile, let's not waste any time. Girl came over to my place for the night. We've banged before, but this time she just kept swatting me away, trying to sleep. After a couple failed escalations, I rolled over and went to sleep. I feel your frustration, man. I think every dude might have felt some level of this frustration before. Should I take it personally? And also, what do you do in a similar situation? Send her to the couch? Go to sleep? What? Like, I'm not super upset. I just want to know the proper course of action here. First things first, I want to congratulate you for not getting any Me Too charges. Also, just for not getting upset, because to be honest, this is a situation that a lot of dudes do get kind of salty over. Because let's be honest, you're a grown fucking woman talking about, I'm gonna come over to a dude's house that you fucked multiple times before, and then you just decide to sleep in his bed. It's like, bitch, do I look like a hotel? Do I look like a hotel? Cause naturally, it's like, okay, she says no means no, but it's like, as a dude, it's like, what fucking games is she playing here? I mean, we've done this before. It seems like the regular kind of routine, but then she comes over and all of a sudden, it's kind of like she's just using you for, I don't know, comfort, or she just changed her mind, or maybe you did something during that moment to turn her off, or maybe she's having ex-baby daddy or ex-boyfriend issues and she's just using you as a shoulder to lean on. One thing I will say though, if a girl has the balls to come to your house and just sleep, and then as soon as you touch her or whatever, she's swatting you away and she still feels entitled to just la la la, I'm just gonna sleep, that tells of a bigger story that you don't totally have 100% dominant respect in her eyes. Like, you might just be some boy toy and that's why she feels like she can just do that shit. Let me put it like this. No girl's coming to my fucking house and just gonna sleep on my bed and then like just act like this is normal. I'm just going to sleep on your fucking bed. It's a weird situation, and she knows what she's doing. That's another thing too. You don't want to give women the benefit of the doubt into thinking that they don't know what they're doing. Most of the time, they know what they're doing. All right. In a situation like this, typically like last minute resistance, there's a lot of different things that you can do. Normally, tactically, you could say, go 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Maybe you kiss her down a little bit, then you kind of pull back a bit. This would be normal situations, but this isn't really a normal situation because you guys have had sex before. So the reason she's not having sex with you, it either has to be some drama in her own life, or maybe in that moment she just didn't really feel it because maybe you did some goofy shit, or honestly, I feel like it's probably the first one. But to be honest, that being said, this is a tough question, because I don't really know enough about the situation. I don't know enough about the girl. It's kind of a quick little thing. I can give you tactical advice. All right, here's one thing I'll say as a mindset to have. You said that you tried to touch her and she swatted you away. All right, that in itself is not a problem, but it's a little bit of a problem because as dudes, we are naturally the chasers. We are naturally the givers. We're naturally the plus to their minus. So while they're used to being passive, while they're used to having dudes try to touch on their titty nipples, truthfully speaking, it's time for you to actually reverse that role. So the next time you're in a situation where you're with a girl and you're alone, whatever the situation is, try to have your mindset to one of abundance, where she's trying to come on to you, where you give her the opportunity to touch you. Like, don't just feel like, okay, she's laying down, let me try to slowly touch her shoulder, start somewhere light and then slowly. I know that seems like the logical thing to do, but women are so used to being coddled to. They're so used to dudes trying to touch them a little bit here and escalate a little bit there. By turning it around and getting her to be more verbally invested and then start to physically invest, like take her hand and give you a massage. For example, she just came to your house to sleep on a fucking free bed. Well, guess what? We don't have to have sex, but my neck has really been hurting. Last week I was playing ball, I was beating some motherfuckers' asses. So, I kind of need a neck massage right now. That could maybe lead to a conversation. Now suddenly she's giving you a conversation and she's more in the submissive role. Now she starts to feel more like a woman. Now she starts to melt. This is what I'm talking about as far as the mindset shifting from you always coming forward and trying something different, because ultimately, if she's coming to your house and she's just like, okay, I'm gonna sleep on your fucking bed, don't touch me, don't touch me. It's like, come on, you got to think of it from her perspective. There has to be a certain level of balls and a certain level of like, I don't really totally fear this dude, or like I don't have that dominant respect where I feel like I want to be a feminine girl. Like she kind of feels a little bit dominant in this situation. And sometimes a good way of switching that around is to start just expecting more physically, verbally, in the conversation. And then when that happens, she will start to invest, and then she will become more committed. And ultimately you won't have these type of goofy situations, because I can't fucking imagine that. I can't imagine a girl thinking that she has the balls to just come over to my house and just sleep on my bed and then like act like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like, here's the thing. Everyone has a right to feel how they feel. But it's like, don't play dumb. Let's not play dumb here. It's like, what grown man will go to a woman's house, sleep on her bed, and just be like, don't touch me, bitch. She's gonna be something to eat. Don't touch me, bitch. Like, in fact, that actually sounds a little better in my opinion. Yeah. That being said, dude, these are a couple pieces of advice, because a lot of times it's not so much a tactical piece of advice, even though tactical shit helps. But in reality, it's the philosophy, it's the mindset. Because if she has a certain energy towards you, even if you have the most technical, practical advice, she's still gonna feel like, whatever. She's still gonna feel like you're that kind of guy. If you switch that shit around and now suddenly she starts to feel like, oh shit, I need to shave my legs before I come over. I need to make sure my hair is done. I need to make sure that when I come over, I have something exciting today, because he's gonna ask me what I was doing that week or what I was productively doing that week. He's not just gonna let me slide up and talk about whatever the fuck and not expect high standards. When that shit happens, then you'll start to notice girls will undress themselves in your house and want to impress you and want to wear outfits, not go to your house in their bum ass clothes to sleep on your bed like a bum, eat your food, drink your shit out your no, man, this ain't what this ain't a hotel, man. That's all I'm saying, dude. So with that being said, thank you for your question. I hope this shit helps, man. Yo, it feels good to be back on the camera. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a little shaky. I'm a little rusty, but you know, I'm kind of brushing it off. And with that being said, people, it's been a great video. So with that being said, I'll catch you tomorrow on that Unleashed rant. Keep that pimp hand strong, baby.